Hello YouTube, my name is Neva, and this is going to be my first video. The purpose, I suppose, for my channel is really to start a conversation. I would like to start a conversation with the rest of the world. I'm tired. Pretty sick and pretty tired of the way things have been going in this country for the last decade or so. And, I've been whining on Facebook. Don't we all? Whine on Facebook. And, and I feel like it's time to bring the fight to the world. Of course, nobody can see my Facebook because that's set to private. That being part of the reason I have not gone viral yet for some of the crazier things I've said on Facebook. But that's not the point of this. The point of this is to be loud and to be heard, because there's so much happening in this world that needs comment, and none of it is really all that fantastic. So this is going to be the beginning of what I hope is a very long and illustrious career. And because this is our introductory episode, I would like to go ahead and start with just some stuff that's happening today. Today's date is the 24th of April. It is a Friday. And this is what I was hearing on the news today. As an update to the man who died in Baltimore in police custody, it does look like there have been 6 officers suspended. The mayor of Baltimore has said that she finds this absolutely unacceptable and she would like some answers. It looks like Freddie Gray was injured during the course of his arrest, and it is known that he had asked for medical attention at several points during the arrest process, and it does look like prosecution may be necessary. Honestly, I am really kind of thrilled to see the way Baltimore's handling this. I know that the protesting and the dissidents in Baltimore has gotten loud. I mean, people are upset, as they should be. This is a load of bullshit. This is 21st century America. We should not be letting black men, women, white women, anybody die in police custody. The last time I checked, we may be on the long slide down to police state, but we haven't quite made it there yet, and there's still time to stop that. So we should probably, get on that. That'd be a brilliant idea. Really, it's kind of the general thing. I mean, what the hell? Just really, what the hell? Somebody asked for medical attention several times in the process of their arrest, and you can't be bothered. But, like I said, kudos to Baltimore, because they are handling this exceptionally well, and I am very, very much surprised and impressed. I have seen nothing but abject horror from the police commissioner of Baltimore who has spoken on this, and it does seem like something actually is going to get done in this instance, and thank God okay, God willing, it's not going to turn into another Ferguson fiasco, because we all know how that went. Not well is how that went. Additionally, what I was looking at in the news, it does look like the volunteer police officer for the Tulsa Police Department is looking at charges of manslaughter. They're still looking into charges that he did not receive the appropriate amount of training. It would look like the FBI has been brought in on this to investigate some corruption, it kind of makes you wonder how much of the other stuff that's been going on at the other police departments in the rest of this country isn't really about corruption. Could very well be about corruption. Because the other option is just too horrible to really consider, is that, yes, we are making the slow, awkward, and painful descent into a police state. But, like I said, we can still stop it. They haven't taken all of our rights yet, guys, so keep fighting that good fight. As you can tell, I don't really have a whole lot of enthusiasm. I think that we are to a place that's very dangerous and very, very, very scary. And if you're a student of history and you're looking at some of the policy decisions America has been making in the last several years, then you're probably with me on that. You're probably like, yeah. Things aren't looking too good in the old red, white, and blue. Kind of on, I guess, the lighter side of things. It does, I say lighter, like climate change is a lighter subject, but we are looking at some severe weather that stretches all the way from the plains up to the Atlantic coast, and it looks like we'll be looking at it all weekend. Kind of lucky here in the plains of Texas. We're looking pretty clear. Temperature's 72 right now, which is fairly mild for this time of year. That being said, we are looking at, a unique opportunity. That volcano that went off in Chile this week. We had 2 eruptions of that volcano, and the good and the bad news of that is even small eruptions of volcanoes on the Earth's surface have been known to cause climate change, cooling, which some climatologists think is why we are seeing cooler temperatures at this time this year than they were actually projecting us to be seeing, considering we haven't done jack in the way of any kind of meaningful, cultural change to try to prevent, I guess the worst case scenario. God, first videos are always bad, but I will apologize for this one. I have a feeling. I have a lot of opinions, and there are a lot of things that do matter to me, and it is kind of hard to fit it all in to 15 minutes. Kind of odd on a strange and ominous note, since we touched on that with the volcano. It's kind of strange and ominous. There was an evacuation in New York today. Apparently there was a bomb threat that had been called in at the Statue of Liberty. They successfully evacuated, and they didn't find any bombs on the premise, so authorities aren't really sure at this point, really if it was serious or if it was kind of one of those prank things. Man, speaking of pranks and kind of I guess knowledge that I thought was more widely available than it was, scientists determined that the supervolcano that rests under Yellowstone National Park has enough magma in its current chamber to fill the Grand Canyon 9 times. What the hell? I seem to remember there being a documentary on Discovery several years ago that were talking about how truly massive the supervolcano under Yellowstone was. So I was a little amazed to see the guy on the news act surprised. That would definitely pose what scientists call an existential risk to humanity. That would definitely be a problem. We would see something very similar to a nuclear winter. Well, we are creeping up, my friends, on that elusive 15-minute mark. I am going to go ahead and I'm going to sign off. I want to say thank you for watching. You know, the normal YouTube fodder. Like, share, subscribe, favorite. Every little bit helps. And together, guys, we can be the change.